How you doing, Lee again? If you're a Republican and you live in Georgia, the election was rigged, so there's no point in voting in the coming up Senate runoff elections because they're already pre-chosen. The Republicans have rigged it against the Republicans. I mean, it makes total sense that the Republicans would rig an election against the Republicans. And, because they wanted Trump out. Because Trump's a terrible human being. Because Trump did awful things doesn't mean that he would win the election just because he's corrupt. I mean, he lost by a landslide. I mean, excuse me. He won by a landslide. He won by a landslide because of the Republicans and Democrats and tens of thousands of people somehow getting together to rig the election against Trump. And then, they offered cash rewards for information leading to voter fraud. They got signed anonymous affidavits. Good. Man, that's some evidence there. They signed anonymous affidavits that, by the way, there was just a typo. They were in Michigan talking about counties in Wisconsin in the legal paperwork, filing it in Michigan, but they were talking about counties in Wisconsin with the anonymous people that got paid money to say things like the election was rigged. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's false. The election 100% was rigged, even though their signed affidavits, again, were anonymous and completely wrong with typos and errors. That doesn't mean that Trump lost. Even though Trump got 6 million less votes voted legally, that doesn't mean that he lost. So Georgia voters, make sure you don't vote on the runoff election in January because it's rigged anyways. The Democrats are going to win anyways. Excuse me. Why did I say we? The terrible, awful socialist Democrats that want to bring free medical care to everyone in the nation and help with schooling, which is the only two socialist programs they want to do. Those are terrible ideas. Taxing the rich? What an awful idea. I'm poor. My taxes went up with with Trump's tax break. But, I gotta have the rich paying no taxes. Jeff Bezos shouldn't have to pay $1. That's right. Trump's tax break made it so Jeff Bezos got a $150,000 refund last year. That's what should happen. I should pay for Jeff Bezos' refund because, taxes and Trump knows taxes because, he wants to help the big guy and not the little guy. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that. So, Georgia people, make sure you go out and not vote on the election, the runoff election, because it's rigged. Fucking idiots.